lot of our friends in our class were already in a small group. Kind of after doing some talking, we realized from a few friends, they're like, hey, we really need someone to start a new group.
Amy and I had this kind of internal tension for a couple of years because we loved our group so much. Literally after about 2 years of thinking about it, praying about it, we eventually decided to spin off of the Perkins and that group and form our own.
Graduating and that big transitionary period, I knew I needed a solid community to meet up with every week.
We kind of made a list of people and had no idea what the response was going to be. Some people we knew pretty well, but some people we didn't.
We had been praying to find good godly friends within our community, and we met our best friends in our class at church, and we feel like because of our small group, it was a good way for us to really get plugged in and get to know them really fast.
We started at Memorial Road a little over a year ago. We're looking for a small group to join. We didn't see many other options for small groups at the time, and so we decided to start our own.
Anytime we host, I gotta mow the yard.
Your house doesn't have to be perfect to have people into your house. Our house is rarely perfect, or that really clean. It's still really messy.
But whenever you're in a home and then you sit around a table together and you have a meal, I just think it feels more like family.
Life happens, right? You're gonna go through ups and downs over the course of the years, and being able to have that consistency of people in your life that you can share those experiences with and just do life together.
I mean, you get connected a whole lot quicker and a whole lot on a deeper level than just the 5 or 10 minutes of kind of small talk before service or before class or after that.
There's a lot of rough things have happened, and I don't know if I would have made it through without the people in my small group supporting me and just really encouraging me and making sure I was all right.
When I had Addie, our third child, I was in the hospital a whole lot after that for weeks afterwards. And we're gonna cry when we share this, but one time we came home from the hospital and our Q group cleaned our house. And they didn't have to do that. And just the fact that they did that all by themselves, and I was grateful that they did it. It was so helpful. I will never forget that they did that for us.
The thing that I have found with the small group is the depth in my relationships. These are the deepest relationships I have ever had in my life.
It's a really great opportunity for families to grow and study and learn together.
I will admit I felt like I really didn't need this.
Before the small group, I was very kind of introverted, not a lot of relationships or the willingness to go out of my way to develop those types of relationships.
But I'll tell you that being around another group of 6 or 7 guys that are in my station of life, I would admit that it's been helpful to me and I've benefited from, even though going into it, I might not have thought I really needed that.
But being in a small group almost in a good way forces you to develop those types of relationships and open up a little bit more.
One of the guys from our Q group, we've already gone out and gone golfing and been able to share one-on-one time with each other and get to know each other that way better.
I would say even in our 8 months, our families each have had certain challenges and stresses and losses in the last 8 months that have been very difficult. And it's been really nice to have people you trust because you've been with them, that you can open up with.
It feels a little scary to start something new, but knowing that we had friends to do it with and it wasn't all on us, and if we were out of town, someone else could host or someone else could coordinate, and I think that just made it much more achievable.
Starting a small group was so easy. The resources were available for us to go pull off the shelf.
On the outside, it's nothing fancy or special, but what we got out of it is really special.
What we need in the coming years, more than anything else, is people who are willing to step up and be hosts of small groups. Half of my job is to be the small groups minister of this church. So if you need something, I'd love for you to contact me. Email me, call me. I want to help you. We have tons of resources to get you started. Every week, we put out Bible studies, sermon-based discussion questions, and if you have any needs, I want to be there for you. So reach out anytime, and we'll give you the resources you need to start your group.